So I've read a columnist here in Maine say we should go back to our old habits of charity. We always took care of people in our communities. We have so many church basement food pantries and thrift shops and things, that places. Why can't we rely on private charity alone? You're in the business of raising private charity. Why isn't that enough?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what the funds that we raise every year in terms of what they're part of an agency's budget, it probably averages around 11% of a program budget. So that's very minimal.
It's important.
It's important. It's incredibly important because it's dollars that agencies can use creatively to do some out-of-the-box thinking on how to work with families and solve problems. But charitable giving we haven't seen great growth in it in the last decade. And so it's not going to be the answer. We need other programs in place to help families move. Preble Street's a great example. I mean, if families can get into housing and they can get food stamps and TANF, they don't need Preble Street anymore.
Yeah. I'm often recall the difference between, I think food stamps now, the federal dollars coming in for food supplement card is order of magnitude 140 million, or it may be higher than that now. That may be an old number, but in any case, very substantial, well over $100 million. Whereas I think the budget of the Good Shepherd Food Bank, which then provides food to food banks all over the state, I think is order of magnitude $3 million. Okay. So that's the difference between our private efforts, which are very important, and our public efforts with which we really couldn't do the private charity that we do without that floor of the public benefits.
And I was going to reiterate what Sarah said earlier. We do know, I mean, all of those private efforts, which we see sort of epitomized in food banks, as Sarah said, we're in terms of very low food insecurity in the nation, we're number 3. We rank next to Mississippi, which who feels good about that? And so all the food pantries are not solving the need. There have to be other programs and support.